James Turner for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so y'all can save the date because it is in fact going to be a momentous occasion. February 14th, Valentine's Day in New York City. The businessman is back. Keyshawn Davis officially challenges for his first world title. Keyshawn Davis is challenging for a world title in his 13th professional fight. So look, you got to give the kid his credit, his due, because a lot of American fighters, they get moved slowly. You know, they got to get 17, 18, 19, 20 fights before they even get talked about fighting for a world title. He's going into a world title fight, his 13th professional fight. Somebody tell me, when was the last time an American fighter fought for a world title this early in their career with 13 fights? Let me know in the comments if you can think of anybody that early in their career. But that being said, he's fighting Dennis Berinchyk, WBO champion, Ukrainian Olympian, very tricky fighter. You know, someone that I would actually say, you know, is he the weakest champion in the division? Probably, but I think he's a little underrated. You know, he's not a very easy puzzle to solve. You know, even someone as great as Vaquero Navarrete, who solves everyone, went to 135 and couldn't solve the Berinchyk puzzle. So it's a good fight for Keyshawn Davis. And if he wins it, if Keyshawn Davis wins this fight, I think it puts him in the driver's seat. I think it puts him, you know, and I'll be honest with you, like if he beats Dennis Berinchyk in dominant fashion, I would start to look at Keyshawn Davis in a higher fashion than I even do Shakur Stevenson, because Keyshawn Davis is giving people excitement. He's knocking people out. He can obviously box. He has deep amateur pedigree. Got a silver medal just like Shakur. And it's not even just Shakur Stevenson. I'll look at Keyshawn Davis higher than everyone. I'm going to go on record to say it now, so it's not a surprise when I start talking about this fight and shooting off at the mouth later on if he wins this world title. If Keyshawn Davis handles business against Dennis Berinchyk, I'm going to be talking about and banging the drum for Keyshawn Davis versus Gervonta Davis. That for me will be the fight to make at 135. Shakur Stevenson is cool, but it ain't going to be as explosive. It wouldn't be as exciting to me as a Keyshawn Davis fight. And plus, at that point, Keyshawn Davis versus Tank would become a unification fight. So look, man, interesting stuff. You know, from the Berinchyk side of things, you know, a win against Keyshawn Davis here, I think, would further legitimize him as a world champion, and you know, it would kind of expose Keyshawn Davis, you know, as being a fighter that's not ready for that level yet. So we'll see how it goes for him. But yeah, as far as the fight stylistically, thus far in Keyshawn Davis's career, we've seen him be able to, you know, out-muscle the real aggressive fighters like a guy like, let's say, Gustavo Lemos in his last fight. The only time I think Keyshawn Davis has really shown any trouble in his career was Nahir Albright. Nahir Albright showed a really good ability, an uncanny ability in that fight to punch in between the shots and counterpunch Keyshawn Davis. So I think if you're looking for a path to victory for Berinchyk, it's going to be the route of, number one, slowing the pace down and trying to minimize those big moments with Keyshawn Davis, those big shifts of momentum, where he's going to be throwing 4 or 5 punches, you know, in quick succession, looking to hurt you and punish you. And then when he does throw punches, get him to overcommit, make him miss, make him pay. And for Keyshawn Davis, I just think it's all about trying to speed the pace up, trying to land those big shots. And when he does counter Berinchyk and show his amateur pedigree and his, you know, experience in the ring, you know, definitely make those hard, aggressive counter punches count when the opportunities arise. So, look, I think it's a good fight. I think it's not going to be a cakewalk for Keyshawn Davis. I think it's going to be a fight where he's going to have to work through some things, work through the style. You know, it's obviously going to be a southpaw versus orthodox matchup. So he's got to work on establishing that lead foot leverage so he can be in position to counter punch and throw the jab and land big shots and things like that. But Keyshawn Davis is a smart fighter, and I class him very highly. And I do think he will. I think he beats Berinchyk. I think he's going to be champion. I think Keyshawn Davis is going to make a big statement here, a statement that probably no American fighter has made in a long time. I mean, I have to check. Somebody could tell me in the comments, but how many fights did it take for Shakur Stevenson to win a world title? Maybe it was shorter, maybe it was longer, I don't know. But 13 fights into your career, to win a world title. That shows you, you know, the level he's moved at. It shows you that even though I think Keyshawn's 24, 25, he's still not deep into his career, and he's getting a title shot early because the matchmakers believe in him. The top-ranked matchmakers are Brad Goodman and Bruce Trampler and all the fine folks there. You know, they know a thing or two about fighters and contenders and prospects and taking fights at the right time, and it shows you what they think about him as a fighter, that they're willing to put him in a world title fight so early in his career, you know, because they think he can win. They think he has the goods to win and be champion. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see how Berinchyk responds as champion, because it's a lot different when you're the champion. It's easy to get up for a fight when you're the champion or when you're the challenger, but sometimes guys have a letdown in that first defense. That first defense for a champion is always the most dangerous because they can always have a letdown. And not only is he going to be in danger of that, but he's in danger just because it's a tough world title defense for him, fighting a young upstart, you know, really talented, really smart fighter on Keyshawn Davis. So really interesting fight, February 14th, just 3 days after my 30th birthday. So this will be the first major fight after, you know, I turned 30. So that's cool. And yeah, hopefully I'm rooting for Keyshawn Davis. He's one of the American fighters that I think is good for boxing. He's a net positive for boxing. I think there's a lot of potential for him to be a star of the sport. And I stand on what I say. I don't care if he got 13 fights. I think right now, even with the experience level he does have, Keyshawn Davis deserves to share the ring with, is good enough to beat Gervonta Davis. I really believe that. And if he wins this fight, I'm going to be the loudest person on YouTube banging in that drum for that fight to happen. Even if it's probably not realistic because he's with Top Rank and Tank's with Al Heyman. But, you know, man can dream. So, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you could love me or you could hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys click right over here.